Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a magic review. That's right, doing coin magic again because I owe you. I owe you. Don't you think I owe you? Because how many weeks or months go by and I don't review any coin magic because I am not a coin magician, but that's not fair to you. That's not fair to you. There's lots of coin magicians out there. And so by doing lots of reviews for card magic, mentalism, wallets, right, parlor magic, I alienate the vast majority of you who love coin magic. And I know you're out there. I know you're out there. Big fans of Bobo and all things Danny Goldsmith. I know you're out there. So I've had ARGENT for a while. And I've been going through it very slowly because it's a lot to take in. It is, and it's not easy. I'm gonna just say this at the top of this. ARGENT is intermediate to advanced coin magic. This video is from Clément de Natale, and it is about an hour long, and it is packed. It is packed full of crazy new sleights and just absolutely beautiful tricks. I will say that a lot of the tricks are just impossible vanishes where you're able to show clean hands or transpositions from one object to another, like silver to copper, or from a coin to a ring. And again, always showing clean hands. He always makes a point of saying like, look, you know, and he acts surprised, like, oh my goodness, it's just gone, you know, it's just, and I think you're watching it and you're surprised with him, like, where'd it go? And also doing like moves where the coin just goes from one place to the next with no visible means, like it was here, it's gone, and now it's over here. So there's a lot of really beautiful effects like that. It's mostly a steady shot. He's sitting on a couch. Most of the time he's wearing a big yellow kind of like poofy jacket. We'll talk about that. He's sitting on a couch. You do get some over-the-shoulder shots with a little bit of music sprinkled in, but they kind of feel like forced. Like the editing just stops, and then you're looking at this over-the-shoulder shot, and then it just cuts right back in. So maybe those might have been a collection that was supposed to be at the end of the video, and they just felt like inserting it inside, but the editing felt really choppy on that. Let me tell you what you learn in this hour. So the first thing you learn is the IT, the invisible toppet, and it is a top pocket shirt vanish. He'll show you a spellbound copper silver effect that goes along with that. The next one is the NT vanish, or the neck vanish, where basically you are using your neck to vanish a coin. Next up is the Van Flip method. You're going to change a coin into a ring as you toss it up into the air. They see the coin in your hand, and as it gets flung up into the air, it transforms into a ring. The next one is called Around the Watch. And here you're going to use your watch to vanish a coin. And again, showing clean hands and then being able to bring it back. It's kind of almost like doing catch. There was an effect out called catch where you used your watch to vanish a coin, but it was done with a gimmick. Next is invisible travel. He says this one's his favorite. A coin is going to vanish from one hand and it's going to go over to a closed fist, your opposite hand, and then it's going to shoot right back. Then there's CD time travel. A coin comes out of your pocket, it disappears, show clean hands, and then returns to your pocket. Next up is 3 coins from nowhere, and that's self-explanatory, right? You have nothing in your hands, you make 3 coins appear and then vanish. Then you have aerial travel 2.0. This is where you invisibly toss a coin from one hand to the other, and it just flies across the room and appears in your other hand without them ever seeing the coin go. He'll teach his own version of karate coin, and Avi Yap comes in towards the end. He makes an appearance and he gives you some thoughts on Clément's blow vanish. How are the angles? Well, of course there's angles, right? There's always angles, but I think they're very well covered. Like, I really don't think you have a lot of angles in this. I think most of the angles are at the very beginning when he's doing the pocket vanish with his coat. Obviously, you got to use some cover for that, or you're going to see the the coin, disappear. Same with the neck vanish, right? There's a couple of angles there. But inspectability, of course, everything is a normal coin. He's not using any gimmick coins in this. Slice and difficulty level, lots of practice. For the most part, these are all brand new effects, right? Brand new sleights that you've never seen before or read about in any book. These are Clément's own original creations. And so I think having some dexterity and some knowledge of coin work and some coin magic already under your belt is a requirement. I would say this is intermediate on its way towards advanced coin magic. If you're a big fan of Danny Goldsmith, I would say it feels like watching Danny, very graceful movements, but yet all original to him. And so you're watching somebody who's extremely skilled at coin magic, and you're thinking, oh wow, he's gonna teach me to do that? Yes, he's gonna teach you his secret, but you will need to practice like crazy to get to pull it off as good as his. Setup and reset, there's a few clothing restrictions, which I kind of touched on as I was describing the tricks. The first one is he uses a jacket, but I think most of us in the States, we would say it's probably a shirt, a long sleeve shirt with like a pocket, a breast pocket, right, up at the top. Like I said, he uses his neck for a vanish, but his watch uses a lot as well, so you'd need a watch band to do a lot of the tricks. Positives, I think I like how he built the download, where he teaches you the sleights first. I think a lot of us, we want to skip to the end, like, I want to play Eruption on the guitar. Okay, great, but you need to learn how to do some basic things first. And so your temptation might be to skip to the end to learn some of the tricks. You can't do that. You really need to go with him on this journey. He's going to take you in baby steps by the hand, and you're going to learn these little foundational things, and each one builds on the next, so that by the time you get to the tricks, which is the meat of this, at the end, you'll be up to speed and you'll be able to pull these off. Negatives, almost all the tricks are done in silence. So it forces you to really pay attention to what he's doing, because sometimes in tricks, it's like Darren Brown says it's like when a magician's patter is like we're performing for the blind. Right? Because our patter is just describing what we're doing. All right, you'll notice I'm taking the cards out of the box and I'm spreading them. And I'm allowing you to pick any card you like. You picked any card you like. Okay, and you got the 6 of clubs. We're going to take that card, we're going to put it back in the deck and turn it over upside down. I'm going to put everything back in the deck. All you're doing is describing what's happening. That's not patter. Right? But with coin magic, if there's no words at all, then I'm tracking a very small object. Right? Like, where did that... it's like when you watch football on TV, like, where did it go? He kicked it and then it just disappeared. So having a small little silver coin in silence, I'm having to really focus, like, okay, it wasn't that hand and now it's gone. I get it. And then, oh, okay, it turned into a ring. I couldn't really see that it was a ring on the screen, but yes, it's a ring. So there was a lot of that for me. And that's why I had to go through this kind of slowly, because without him audibly saying what I'm doing, you really have to dial in and go, okay, what is he doing? What was the magic in this? And then his teaching, of course, is all done with a French accent. So it even forces you to pay attention more to that too. So, and then again, I'm going to go back to the editing. I felt like some of the editing in places was just really choppy. Like they just kind of jump out and jump back in for certain things. And so it didn't have even though you were going on this journey and they were taking you someplace, maybe I would have liked a table of contents at the beginning, or maybe chapter markers throughout, just so I could kind of see the progress I was making. That might have helped. But yeah, that's Argent. Argent from Illusionist. You can still find it there. It is there. It is a download. 30 bucks. 30 bucks for some really beautiful coin magic. And like I said, it's an hour. It's an hour of teaching. So for those of you who like original coin magic, you want to learn some new vanishes, new productions, new transpositions, I think you might want to check this out, especially if you know your way around coin magic. Well, I hope I've introduced you to a brand new trick, or answered some questions about something you were thinking about. And if that's the case, you can show the love, right? Show me the love by hitting the buttons. Hit like, subscribe, follow, mash all those buttons. I'm trying to get to 65K. That's my new goal. 65,000 subs, and you can help, and that'll encourage me day after day after day. And big, huge thanks to Illusionist and everybody down there for allowing me to have this so I could do the review for you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, can I have just a few more minutes of your time, please? I've got something important that I really want to talk to you about. Normally at the end of these videos, I use this space to promote myself, right? I tell you to subscribe to my channel, or I tell you to become a member of my channel, or I try to sell you a t-shirt, or I ask you to join the member section. And lately, I've just been feeling it on my heart that I want to use this space to promote another magician and to ask you to support his channel. So Daniel Madison, I'm sure you know, he is just an incredible magician, an amazing card mechanic. He's been producing magic, teaching us all magic, putting out high quality cards and merchandise for a really long time. He has an incredible YouTube channel. It's absolutely incredible. I don't know if you've visited lately. He does really fun little shorts, beautiful editing, great shots, amazing music. His most recent video was a magic tutorial. He teaches you the snap change. He spends 30 minutes. It is a 30-minute masterclass on the snap change, and it's free. Out of all the magic channels that are out there, whether they're reviewers or performers or teachers, Daniel Madison deserves to be in everyone's top 3. He deserves to be in everyone's top 3. He is my number one, hands down. Okay, and I would love for him to get the recognition that I think he deserves, not just from us as a community, but also from YouTube for the great videos he puts out. If you've not yet subscribed to Daniel Madison, if you have not yet pushed that subscribe button, you're not the kind of person that subscribes to a lot of channels, I get it. But if you appreciate Daniel Madison and you appreciate the art, or at least you can appreciate his effort and his drive and his game, I would highly ask you to go over to his channel really quick, hit that subscribe button. Let's bump Daniel Madison up to 100K. I want to see him hit 100K. I want to see him make the video where he gets his plaque. I think he's so deserving of it. And like I said, Daniel Madison, his channel, my top 10, easily in my top 10, because he's my number one. He's my number one. Thank you guys so much for listening. I'll see you next time. Bye.